Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 4:30 Gentle Yoga. My name's Kelly. I'll be taking you through the sequence about an hour. So thank you for joining me. I know it's beautiful out and also a great day to do yoga. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start in a reclined position. Butterfly out your knees so the soles of your feet are together. Knees are open in a diamond shape. And go ahead and lay down on your back. You can cactus out your arms if you want more of a stretch for your chest, or you can just lay them down by your side. And we'll take a few breaths here to get centered and to soften our minds and our bodies before we start into our practice. Deep inhale and exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. At your own breath, now at your own pace. A few more breaths. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat, knees together. Begin tick-tocking your knees back and forth, starting to wake up the body. And then next time your knees are to the right, go ahead and turn all the way over onto your side. Knees up at 90 degrees. We're going to go into a pose called Archer. So hands are stacked palm on palm. And go ahead and slide your top hand past your bottom hand, getting a nice stretch here through your back. You can actually put a pillow or a block underneath your head if that feels good. I have a broader shoulder, so I do like a little bit of support. So go ahead and slide your top hand past your bottom. Take a light grip, like you're gripping a bow and arrow, and bring it across your body. Gaze follows your top hand for a spine twist. And then slowly come back to center, palm on palm. And then again, sliding it past your bottom palm. Light grip on your bow and arrow. Coming back to center. Sliding your hand past. And this at this point is going at your own pace. Again, this is gentle yoga, so you want to slow it down, slow your heart rate down. And just follow your breath. We'll do a few more. Last one here. Sliding it past. Light grip on your bow and arrow. And this time, go ahead and stay in this spine twist. Bring your arms out to a T position. Then you can look over your back hand. You have an option to extend your top leg, stick straight. Flexing your foot, you get a little more stability here. Sometimes it feels good to put a block under your foot. You can play around with it. We'll be here for a few breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring your arm back across your body, stacking your palms again, knees at 90 degrees. Catching your breath here, one more breath. Now extend your legs straight, bending your top knee. Reach back and grab your ankle for a quad stretch. Pulling your hips in, don't overextend your back. Keep your knees together. Roll your top shoulder back. And then release. Bring your knees back up to 90. We're going to stay on our side here. And now hands palm on palm. Let's go into giant circles with the arms. It should feel really great on your shoulder and your chest, the chest opener. And you can go in full circles here, or if you just want to do half circles, figure out what your body needs and listen to your body. Again, slower is better in gentle yoga. And then once again, next time your arm is back, let it fall into a T position, back into that spine twist. Knees are at 90. Again, option to extend your top leg, flexing your front foot. Always flexing your front foot for a deeper stretch. But you can just keep your toes pointed too if that feels better. We'll be here for a few breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale, come all the way back to center, palm on palm, knees at 90. And now let's turn onto our backs. We're going to go into the other side, but first let's tick-tock the legs here. Neutralize the spine. And then next time your knees are to the left, go ahead and turn to the left. I'm going to turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. My back's not facing you. So we're going to do the exact same exercises on the other side. So you should be at 90 degrees, knees at 90, palms are stacked. And then take your top hand, slide it past the bottom hand. Nice back stretch here. Light grip on your bow and arrow as you pull the bow and arrow back. Gaze follows your top hand. Come back through center, palm on palm, slide it past, and then light grip as you pull back. At your own pace here. You'll be doing this a couple times. One last time here, sliding it past, light grip, and then let your arms fall into that T position for spine twist. Gaze follows your top hand. Option to extend your top leg for extra stretch and stability. We'll be here a few breaths. Deep breath in. And exhale, come all the way back to center, palm on palm, knees at 90. And now go ahead and extend your legs straight. I'm going to go into that thigh stretch. So bending your top knee, top hand reaches back and grabs your ankle. Roll your shoulder back, knees together. Pull your abs in. Don't want to overextend that back. Tuck your hips under. One more breath. Exhale, release everything. Bring the knees back up to 90 now. We're going to go into that giant, I call it wheel, but I know that's what I think of. I know it's not the real wheel pose, but go ahead and hands are palm on palm, and let's go into giant circles with your top arm. And you can alternate directions if one feels better. You can explore that and see where your body maybe feels tighter and needs some extra attention. And then next time your arm is back behind you in that T position, go ahead and go into the spine twist. Your gaze follows your top hand. We'll be here several breaths. Again, you can extend your top leg. I like that. Feels good with the block, so try it. Few more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Come all the way back through center, palm on palm. Bring that knee back to 90 degrees. Let's just take one more breath here and collect ourselves. And then turn over onto your back. Tick-tocking your knees again, neutralizing the spine here. Bring your knees to center. Soles of your feet on the ground. Inhale. And exhale. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Hands on top of your knees. And gently rock your knees in towards your chest. And now let's take it into circles. This should feel really good on your back. And then go the other way. And then coming back to center, let's go ahead and start rocking, gaining some momentum, and then meet me in seated. Coming all the way up. And I'll face you, so you can adjust yourself however you need to. We're going to go into a forward fold stretch. So, feels good. Shake out your shoulders. So bring your legs out in front of you. Again, feet are flexed for a deeper stretch. Deep inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Try to reach beyond your toes. You can use a block if you want a little bit extra leverage there. Inhale, and exhale, slowly walk yourself up. And bring your legs out to a wide V. We're going to do some side stretching. So go ahead and wide V, feet are flexed, and bring your right arm down, left arm up and over. Try to touch your toes if you can. Some days my body's having it, some days it's not. You never know. Really turn your shoulders, open up your chest, and look up at the ceiling. Turn to face your knee, reaching beyond your toes. One more breath. And exhale, slowly come through center. Left forearm down, right arm up and over. Giant arch with that top arm. Turning your shoulders out, chest open, looking up at the ceiling. Should get a great stretch right through here. Turn to face your knee, reaching beyond your toes. One more breath. And slowly walk yourself up. And you have the option, we're going to forward fold here in that wide V. So you have the option to take the block. I like it because it feels good, but if you're flexible enough to walk yourself forward, go ahead and do that. If you need the block for your forehead, that feels good too. Go ahead and stack them. No shame in that. More blocks mean more love for your body. That's the way I see it. One more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly walk yourself up, back to seated. Now we'll bring the legs in for figure four stretch. So bring your legs in like you're crisscross. Taking your top leg, right leg, and place your right ankle on the inside of your left thigh. Again, flexing for deeper stretch. We're going to go get a nice seat stretch here. Roll your shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall. Pull your abs in, strong core. You have an option if you want to take it a little deeper. Again, using the blocks, always an option. Walking yourself down. You can try it, see if you like it. If not, go back to sitting. Deep breath in. And exhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Coming to seated. Pull the shoulders back. And now let's switch sides. So right leg comes in. Left leg comes across your body, flexing your foot, resting your ankle on the inside of your right thigh. Roll the shoulders back, sitting up tall, core is engaged. option, of course, to forward fold here. Just let your head hang and breathe into it. Sometimes it can be kind of challenging and intense through here. If you want to ease up on it, you don't have to flex your foot. Keep your toe pointed. One more deep breath here. And exhale, slowly walk yourself up. Shoulders back. And then release. Now just coming to a regular crisscross position. Easy pose. We're going to go ahead and go into some spine twists. So right arm comes across your body, left hand behind you. Gaze follows your left, looking over your left shoulder. So you can place the block behind you if you want extra leverage. Sometimes that feels better on my shoulder. Coming back through center, and then over to the other side. Come back through center, other side, going at your own pace, following your breath here. You can make this as slow as possible. Do one more, even it out. And then release. Okay, let's go into, I have my notes here because I was nervous to be doing this. So let's go ahead and get into tabletop. I have sensitive knees, so I'm going to need my blanket. So coming into tabletop, your hands are shoulder width apart, your knees are hip width apart. Just get steady here. This is a neutralizing pose, so make sure you're feeling strong, you have a good foundation. Let's go into cat-cow now. So inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round down, look at your navel, really separate your shoulder blades here. Getting a nice back stretch. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round down. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round down. Coming back to neutral spine into tabletop. Bring your toes together, knees wide, and we're going to sit back into child's pose, wide child's pose. So go ahead and send your hips all the way back. You can stay active with your arms out in front here, forehead resting on the mat, or if your shoulders need a little break, go ahead and shake them out and wrap them behind you by your heels. Deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and come back. Come on out of child's pose, coming to a quick tabletop. Oh, actually, let's go to tabletop. We're going to do a really good shoulder stretch here. So knees are still hip width apart. We're going to go ahead and place your left hand up, kind of near the center of your mat. We need to get steady on the left hand because we're going to raise our right hand up. Gaze follows the right hand for a spine twist, and we're going to go into thread the needle. So inhale, arm comes up. Reach, reach, reach toward the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Don't get comfortable. We're not going to stay here long. Just get a little bit of that stretch in. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, thread the needle. Shoulder to the mat. Inhale up. Gaze follows that hand in motion. Last time up. Exhale, thread the needle. This time we're going to stay put for a few breaths. So go ahead and rest that shoulder, that top shoulder on the ground, the right shoulder. And go ahead and tiptoe. I'll move back. I think my hand might be cut out of the frame. So you here tiptoe your left hand all the way out in front as much as possible. Your seat is to the ceiling, almost in this puppy dog pose. A few more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand towards your face, press on up. Back into tabletop, going into the other side now. So get steady on that right hand, bring it toward the center of your mat a little bit. And let's go ahead and extend our left hand. Gaze follows that left hand and thread the needle. Shoulder to the mat. And then we're going to pop back up, going into this flow. Last time here. Reach, reach, reach for that ceiling. Thread the needle and settle down. Forehead to the mat. Tiptoe your right hand toward the top of the mat. We'll be here several breaths. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring the top hand towards your face. Press up into the mat, coming to a quick tabletop. It's neutralized with a quick cat-cow. So arch your back, look up, inhale. Exhale, round down, look at your navel. Coming to neutral spine. Come all the way down onto your belly. Come all the way down onto your belly. And let's extend here. I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and extend your right arm out. So tops of your feet, your legs are extended, tops of your feet are on the ground. Take your left hand, place it underneath your shoulder. And go ahead and press into the mat and turn over. Top of your leg bends and comes to this. The sole of your foot comes all the way down to the ground. Should get a nice shoulder stretch here. Your arm should be straight out at 3 o'clock, but you can play with it.
see what your arm needs most in terms of stretching. You can tiptoe your fingers up to a 2 o'clock, or tiptoe it down to a 4 o'clock. You can play with it and see which stretch feels best on your arm, your shoulder. I'll turn this way so you can see me from this side.
Deep inhale. Exhale, come back through center, roll over onto your belly. Going into the other side, left hand out at 9 o'clock. Right hand underneath your shoulder, press into that mat, turn over onto your left side, top leg bends behind, sole of your foot is on the mat. And again, you can play with this, go up to maybe a 10 o'clock, see how that feels, or you can tiptoe down to 8 o'clock. Mine feels best straight out, so. Few more breaths here. Deep inhale. And exhale, roll over back onto your belly. Let's go ahead and go into crocodile. So stack your palms, elbows are wide. You can widen out your legs, tops of the feet are on the mat. And just let your forehead rest down on the backs of your hands. A few breaths here. Now bend your knees behind you. Start tick-tocking the feet back and forth. Go ahead and let your feet settle back down, tops of the feet to the mat. We're going to go into cobra. So hands underneath your shoulders. Looking down. It's inhale. Exhale, press through the mat. You can stay here at baby cobra or come to full expression, keeping your elbows slightly bent. Coming back down. We'll press into another one. So coming back to neutral, deep inhale. Exhale, press into that mat. Gently come back down. Now this time, let's go ahead and press all the way up. Tabletop. Bring your toes together, knees are wide, and let's send our feet all the way back to the heels into a wide child's pose. Let your forehead hang, and again, you can keep it active with your hands out, or if your shoulders need that little break, shake it out and wrap your hands around your heels. Be here a few breaths. Deep inhale and exhale. Slowly come out of it here. We're going to go into our down dog. So curl your toes under. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Go ahead and curl your toes under and send your seat toward the ceiling. Feet are hip width apart. Pressing your seat up toward the ceiling. Getting a nice stretch here through your torso, your back, your arms. You can walk out your dog, stretching out those calves. And slowly, you can either walk your feet up to your hands or your hands walk back towards your feet. And we'll go to ragdoll. I'll turn to face you so you can see me. And you can take your ragdoll however you want. You can grab your elbows and swing side to side. Bob up and down. And then inhale, arms come all the way up. Big breath in. Reach toward the ceiling. Exhale all the way down, mountain pose. Palms of your hands facing me. Shoulders back. One more breath. Okay, so now we'll go into a few standing poses. So we're going to, let's see, what am I doing? Let's go into a crescent, get a little side stretch in here. So standing with your feet hip width apart, abs are engaged, strong core, deep inhale here. Taking your left hand, grab onto your right wrist and gently guide your right wrist over toward the left. Again, roll that top shoulder back, the right shoulder, looking up at the ceiling. Try to get it a little further. One more breath. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Reach, reach, reach toward the ceiling. And then let's grab the opposite wrist and go towards the right. Rolling your left shoulder back, looking up at the ceiling. Guiding it over a little further. Challenge yourself a little, but don't hurt yourself. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, come all the way down. Let's bring our feet a little bit wider than hip width, kind of in that wide V again. And let's go ahead and let's inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring your arms down, interlock them behind you, clasping your hands here. I'll do it this way. And go ahead and let's forward fold. Send your seat back, legs are straight. Roll your shoulders back. This is an expansive practice, so keep your chest wide. Let your head hang. bring your hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet in towards the center. And then slowly walk yourself up, coming to a standing position. So let's go ahead and go all the way down to the mat again. Keep it fairly relaxing today. So let's come down to the mat. And let's go ahead and extend our legs out in front of us. Feet are flexed, keeping stability and leverage. Down here, arms out in front. And go ahead and roll down all the way reclined as slow as you can. Challenge yourself a little bit. So slow as possible. And then release. It's like a reclined mountain. Palms facing the ceiling. Just shut your eyes. We'll be here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, hands on top of your knees. Let's go wide circles in opposite directions. Paying a little attention to our hips here. And you can change direction, see what feels best for you. And coming back down, left leg goes long. Keeping your right leg in here. Just hug that knee in towards your chest. Extra stretch right here. And then extend your right leg toward the ceiling. Again, flexing your foot for deeper stretch. I know I'm broken record, but can't stress it enough. If you want that extra stretch, that's what you do. Hands on your shin or the back of your, or on your calf, and gently guide your right leg in towards your chest, getting a nice stretch here via your hamstrings. You can also use a strap. If you have a strap, that feels really good too, or a towel. You can wrap around your foot, and I don't have one. And then gently guide that leg over to the right for inner thigh stretch. Keeping your left hip on the ground. Coming back through center, taking your right leg across your body. You're gonna IT down stretch here. Stick straight leg. Coming back through center, guided in towards your chest. One last time, deepest stretch here. And then bend your right leg. Bring your left knee up to meet your right. We're going into that figure 4 stretch. Just recline this time. Thread the needle, light grip on your shin. Resting your right ankle on your left thigh. I like to rock in this pose. That feels good. You can try it, but you can just stay stationary here. Guiding your left knee in towards your chest so you get a nice deep stretch through your glute here on your right side. Deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead and release that leg. Right leg goes long, left leg stays bent, knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug, open up that hip a little. And then do the same thing on the other side. So left leg goes long toward the ceiling. Light grip on your calf as you guide that leg in towards your chest. And gently guide your left leg out to the left, opening up that inner thigh. Coming back through center, across your body. Light grip on the calf again. Try to keep both hips on the ground. You don't want to overextend. It's just ever so slightly off to the right. Come back through center. One more time in towards your chest, your deepest stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Bend that leg, bend your right knee. Rest your left ankle on the top of your right thigh. Thread the needle, light grip on your shin or behind your knee for figure 4 stretch. Again, I rock. Guiding your right knee in towards your chest for the deeper stretch here through your glute. Deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release that. Extend your legs toward the ceiling. Flex and point. Flex and point. And you can do circles too. That feels really good. And now let your legs drop out to the side for a wide V. Again, you can still rotate your ankles, or you can just stay still. Deep breath in, and exhale, bring your legs back together, knees together, bend your legs, hands on your knees again, and let's do those circles again. Couple one way, couple the other. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. We're going to go into reclined butterfly and let your knees fall to the side. You can cactus out your arms here. It's a really good chest opener. If your legs are tight, you can actually place blocks underneath your knees. That feels really good too for extra support. We'll be here a few breaths. And shut your eyes and get comfortable. Couple more breaths. Slower the better. Deep inhales and exhale. One more inhale. And on the exhale, bring your knees together. And I invite you at this time to take whatever last poses you need. Or you can simply melt into the mat for your Shavasana. Deep breaths. invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. Or you can meet me here in easy pose. Hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back. Tick-tock your head back and forth. Maybe do a few neck rolls. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Kelle. It's so good to have you here. And I wish you all the best. Enjoy this wonderful weather.